Okay, let's talk about Black Ops 6 because I've actually got some good news, and it's that this game is actually really good. I didn't expect it, I didn't think that it was going to be as good as it is, and I didn't think it would play as well as it does. But I should have listened to everyone saying it was good, I should have listened to just all the YouTubers who have played it, who were saying genuinely this is a good Call of Duty game. But yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about mainly the beta. First thing we got to talk about, get it out of the way, is Omni movement. This is one of the single best things I think Call of Duty has ever added. Now, we're going to get this out of the way as well. There is a skill gap to this. I still haven't figured it out completely. There are a lot of things that need maybe some tweaking, but overall, the implementation so far has been good. I wouldn't say it's been perfect. There are some things that they need to change. For example, diving to the left and right don't really feel too great. It kind of feels like you're not going as far in comparison to diving forwards and diving backwards. But that's one of the main things I need to get out of the way. But that's anyway. What Omni Movement does is it allows you essentially to run in every single direction. So you can run left, you can run right, you can run forwards, and you can run back. You can run in a complete circle. It also allows you to dolphin dive in any direction, to slide in any direction, and I think that's just great. It also allows you, when you're prone, this is one of the best features, when you're prone, you now have way smoother movement. Basically the same as if you were to be not prone. Originally, you'd get a massive penalty for going prone, that your movement would be heavily slowed, and you wouldn't be able to exactly look behind you without having to basically go at a pace of about, 20 meters per hour. So yeah, they changed that. So they've made it so essentially when you're laying down, you can look in every direction really fast. I think it's great. Omni Movement is fantastic. It's awesome. Let's talk about another thing. The HUD, the heads-up display. You can now customize it heavily. I wouldn't call it fully customizable, unless maybe on release day you can, I'm not sure. But overall, there are presets for the heads-up display that you can really play with. You can change some things. You can make it look like maybe like Black Ops 3 or Cold War or any other Call of Duty game that you want if it is fully customizable, but there are presets. Some of them put the minimap, for example, in the very bottom middle of your screen. Some of the things move your field upgrade to the very center of the screen. That's a very strange one. But yeah, there's a lot of things like that. It's very cool. I really like it. But anyway, let's get on to some gameplay. The gunplay in this game is very good, I must say. There are some moments where it feels like you're getting punished for using the Omni Movement a little bit, but that could probably be addressed and will most likely be addressed by the time the game releases. For example, sometimes when you're shooting or sliding and then getting back up, it feels like the time it takes to be able to shoot some guns is very strange. The main SMG that everybody's using, that I've forgotten the name of completely, I'll put it on screen, that has that issue as far as I can tell, as I've been using it. It's very strange. The sniper as well, some of the snipers feel like they take far too long between shots to be able to shoot again, causing you to basically be punished for firing, which, okay, fair enough, hopefully that's addressed. But overall, the gameplay with Omni Movement implemented feels great, but again, there is a massive skill gap that I think has been introduced to the game that you have to get used to, because people will be using this and taking advantage of this, and if you encounter a player who is simply better than you, they will know this feature better than you and know how to take advantage. However, there are some instances, for example, where, CDL pros, for example, are getting their ankles broken by new players who have basically never touched a Call of Duty game because they're able to move in ways that they've never been able to move before. So again, a new skill gap has been introduced, and a new way to play has been made, essentially. And I think that's great. I think it offers a lot for replayability as well in comparison to other Call of Duty games where you can do different gunplays, for example, where originally you could just basically dolphin dive forwards. Now you can dolphin dive out of windows and shoot people as you're falling and snipe and throw throwing knives, and you can even attack as you're in the dolphin diving animation, as unfortunately I don't have a clip of it, but I did in the beta manage to jump past a few players and sort of knife them as I was going, which was great fun actually. And of course you can throw lethals as you're doing that as well, so if you have the new Tomahawk, you could essentially just launch that at someone's head as you're dolphin diving past them, which I think is a great feature. Like I said, offers another skill gap that people have to get used to, which was originally introduced with the sliding and sliding I guess originally, but now dolphin diving as well being reintroduced. I think it was it was introduced in Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 1, sorry, and then after Black Ops 2 it was never seen until, I believe, Modern Warfare 2. or 3, I'm not sure. Either way, getting off topic. But yeah, the gunplay is great. Kill streaks are great, but I do want to talk about one thing as well, and that's the new, I guess, attachment system for the gunsmith. Now, this is great. I think this is, again, one of the better features that they've ever introduced, and it's that you are no longer punished for trying to make your gun good. So now, when you equip an attachment, you are no longer punished by sort of these drawbacks that you used to have. There are some, every now and then, on some things, but they're obvious things that would happen. But for example, if you were to equip, let's say, rapid fire on a weapon, you're no longer punished in the recoil department, in the aim down sight speed, in the reload times, nothing. So that's now a really good feature. If you equip like a barrel that gives you higher damage range or faster or anything faster or faster aim down sight speed, you will no longer lose anything. But I will, obviously on screen I'll have an example of like some things that can be changed, or obviously some cons, but 90% of attachments no longer come with a con, which I think personally is fantastic. One of the better things they can do. It is a little bit noob friendly, but again, Call of Duty is, again, an annual game that wants to appeal more to the casual players than it does to the pros. That's just a simple fact of the matter. Skill-based matchmaking exists. It doesn't exist because, you know, it's there to annoy pros who get a good match and then they're matched up against the CDL. No, it's for new players who come in, who at their skill level will do good and then be matched with people of similar skill level. Either way, there are some good maps in this, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I don't know how I feel about the maps. Everyone's saying Skyline is the best map in the beta. I heavily disagree. I don't think it's Scud either. Scud is an okay map if you're a sniper. It's really good if you like sniping. But I forget what the other map's called, but I do think that that's the best map in the beta in terms of just how much fun I had playing it. With Skyline, I don't know what it is. I think there's far too many vantage points in certain areas that make it almost impossible to go on a streak on that map. It's so difficult, because if you run out into this area, say it's where Flag B is located on Domination, if you know what I mean, if you played the beta. If you go out into that open area, you've got one area where they can shoot you above you, one right below, two to the right, two to the right above you, and if your spawn switches, right behind you as well. It is a really brutal area to be on that map. And the problem is, on the right side, it's not that much better either, or if you're on the top, because you can be shot from below to the right, through the windows, and on the balcony area. It's crazy how many like bad areas there are on that map that, simply put, shouldn't be there, and in my opinion is very bad map design. But that's just my opinion. Scud, for example, is probably in some areas far too open, which gives too much of an advantage to snipers, but maybe that's what they were going for on that map, I'm not sure. Because all I run on that map was snipers. I did not go any other weapons. I didn't feel the need to. I didn't think it was worth it. Whereas on the other maps, I was mainly running the XM4, or maybe mainly running the main SMG that everybody's using, that again, I cannot remember the name of. So it's crazy to me. There's a lot of stuff that I think weapon balancing in the game does desperately need improving. But at the same time, I don't want them to change anything to do with the gunsmith and the new, I guess, attachment system where it's, you know, there's no cons. Because, for example, if that comes to Warzone, now they understand the fact that if every weapon's overpowered, no weapon's overpowered, and nothing needs nerfing anymore, which I find to be a very good thing. Because it's very annoying when you go maining one weapon, and then in the next week that weapon is borderline unusable, and then the weapon that week is just like a shotgun or something. I don't know, it's a weird example. But the nerfing and weapon balancing in Warzone is kind of out of control, and hopefully this feature, which is coming to Warzone, really fixes it. Which, by the way, that's something I do want to talk about briefly as well with Warzone, considering it is part of Black Ops 6 and the whole package in general, is that we are getting a new Resurgence map, Area 99, and along with the official confirmation of something we all saw coming, because it was obvious, the return of Verdansk. We all saw that coming. Moving on from that, because that was very obvious. That's all I want to talk about. Black Ops 6 looks to be a good year. Just a couple things need tweaking. Hopefully the campaign's great as well for the people that like to play the campaign. I personally don't. But yeah, that's essentially all I can talk about. It looks really good. I'm going to play it. I've already pre-ordered it, so, you know, I'm going to play it. I might make some videos on it, you never know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll make some funny clips with my friends on zombies. Who knows? That's probably the extent of the videos I'm going to make. Maybe in a funny knifing video again. Who knows? Anyway, I've been Jake Plays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And don't forget, I have nothing to say. I have a chest infection. See you guys later.